Hello everyone, in today's video I'll be showing you my farm toys. This is my combine with the spinning reel on the front there. There's a tractor over here. The silo is a rocket. And the newest addition to this collection is the hay wagon over here. They're all kind of neat. They all get to the treasure relatively steadily. Combine, this auger was probably one of the most difficult things I had built in a long time. The reel was okay. The auger was a little tricky. Conceptually, it was a little tricky. I had to reverse the spin on both sides. I had to build each one of them independently. It looks like there's a piece missing right there, or I messed up on something. Anyway, yeah, these are the kind of things you do not want to mess with in real life. You would never want to go into this little hole here in real life at all, because it would literally chew you up and spit you out. You'd go in this end and you'd spit out that end. And it really wouldn't lose a lot of horsepower doing so, I don't think. These things are pretty tough machines in real life. So yeah, the grain comes in here. There's a cutter right here that cuts the grain. This reel helps to push the grain and everything into this auger, which carries everything to the center. And then there's like conveyor belt style things and additional augers, a whole bunch of augers and stuff up inside here that move this stuff around. There's sifting plates and all kinds of things that that help to sort the grain out. And then up here on top is the hopper. That's where the grain goes after it's separated from the rest of the plant, you know, the leaves and the stems and such. And all that garbage gets spit out the back and ends up on the ground. And the grain stays in here, and it goes out this auger to be dumped into a wagon or a semi or whatever you're going to dump it into. So yeah, that's that. And the tractor and the hay wagon and all these other things, they don't have really much activity, you know, moving parts. Combine was the main part of that. So hey, I'm going to drive to the treasure a few times. Oh, getting away from me already. And then I'm going to show you how these things are built. Alright, that was a pretty good set of runs there. Got to the treasure every time with every one of the vehicles, first time. They didn't all end up looking perfect, but I got them there. Protection blocks sure help a lot. Speaking of that, check it out. So there's all the plastic protection blocks. Here you can see that I had an interference issue, so I just offset one of these whole strings here by just a little bit, so they just kind of fit inside of each other. So they're not touching, they don't stick together. It makes them a little difficult when you're trying to unanchor just one vehicle at a time. If you go like this, you get some of the protection blocks from the other one unanchored as well, but it really doesn't matter. It's if the whole vehicle is not unanchored, then it doesn't move, so it's okay. Anyway, yeah, that's the magic right there. We've got some titanium counterweights underneath each one of these guys. They're different sizes because they need different sizes. Their wheelbases are different, their weights are different. I do a lot of testing and just monkeying around with it. They've all got jets inside of them. Some of them have thrusters inside of them. The hay wagon here was kind of neat, mostly just decoration up on top. I shortcut it as much as I could here by using large blocks. Like this is one, it represents like, I don't know, 20 or something. This one, same way on the other side. So use bigger blocks if you can get away with it. All the strings here on the hay bales, they're all just one big block that's strapped around all of them. Same thing with on this, it goes all the way around. So use large blocks and fewer blocks when you can get away with it. That's kind of why my vehicles don't look terribly fancy sometimes, because I'm trying to keep that part count down. You keep the part count down on a moving vehicle, then you reduce the lag, you reduce the information that has to be transferred over your internet, and that makes the protection blocks work smoother, and you can drive faster. So it kind of all goes together. This one here is just for decoration for that pipe there. That's kind of funny that I even put that on there. I built this one quite a while ago. but it didn't really work very well. So when I brought it into this build, I did some more tweaking on it. I think I changed its counterweight size and messed around with the speed on the wheels and stuff like that. Got it upgraded a little bit. It was time. A lot of my older vehicles, they just need an upgrade from time to time. So here we got thrusters up inside this one. There's some jets buried inside here somewhere. I don't know where they are. Probably, I don't know where they are. There it is right there. They're just buried up inside the plastic, different places. I got two of them stacked on top of each other there. So I always try to do, as many of those as I can afford to do. So the silo was kind of a freebie. It's like, well, I'm going to have a farm, so I wanted to have a silo because, I wanted it to, I don't know, I just thought it was kind of free. It's like, it's a rocket, it's a silo, of course. It makes sense. So, of course, there's a thrusters and the rockets inside there, and you may have noticed when I was driving these things, a lot of times when I'm doing rockets, I will turn on thrusters, the red thrusters. They last 30 seconds or whatever. It's plenty long enough to reach the treasure if you're going at a decent clip. And then you use the jets as brakes, so you can brake, you can control during a slower motion time, and then you can just turn the jet off and the thruster will take over again and keep pushing. And that way you only have to cycle one button to control the vehicle, as you're going down the river. Yeah, it works pretty good. So that is the farm, and if you guys have any questions specifically about things, post them in the comments and I will try to respond. I think my cell phone is Shane Cable, so if you see that guy respond, that's me. And check out Hero Plays Roblox on YouTube. You're already there now, so hit that like button for the video, subscribe to the channel if you would please, tell all your friends and neighbors and buddies, and talk to everybody you know about it. It's just awesome. Particularly talk about Build-A-Boat, because if you can get more people into Build-A-Boat, that's just more people to make stuff and more stuff for me to see, because I love it. Alright, thank you guys for having me in your life today. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for being here and for checking that like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.